So behind me, you're seeing a whole lot of stuff going on. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. So far, we have learned several types of verbs. We have learned the present tense conjugation of regular ER verbs, and we have learned the irregular conjugation of aller, which was to go. Now we are going to learn the conjugation of avoir. You're going to notice straight off the bat that it looks a little different. It ends in IR instead of ER, which is what we have been working with. But if you remember, there are three types of infinitive endings in French. They are ER, IR, and RE. Okay? Avoir happens to be an irregular IR verb, which means it doesn't follow any pattern that the other IR verbs follow. It just kind of does its own thing, just like aller did, and just like English to be. All right? So, the French use avoir for a lot of different phrases. They use avoir to say I have hunger instead of I am hungry. I have thirst instead of I am thirsty. Another one that they use it for is when you're talking about age. For instance, in English, I would say I am 16 years old, right? But in French, you say I have 16 years. It's a different way of going about it, okay? And then in English, I would say I am in need of a pencil, right, or a pen. In French, you would say I have need of whatever that is. So there are a lot of different expressions that use avoir, and you've got to know what avoir means. So, just like in, you set up your chart the same way, singular, plural, first person, second person, third person, all right? The purple that you will see is the conjugation of avoir. So, AI, AS, A, AVONS, AVEZ, ONT. Right? That's your conjugation. Let's put it all together. Because AI, or A as it's pronounced, starts with a vowel, you've got to remove your E that was here and put an apostrophe, just like you did with aller. Alright? So, or écouter, or any of this. So, j'ai, is how it's pronounced, j'ai. I am having. Alright? Now, and for instance, if I wanted to say that I have a dog, un chien. Un chien. Right? J'ai un chien. I have a dog. J'ai un chien. J'ai une fête. I am having a party. So, I have and I am having, same word, same conjugation. Tu as, you have, you are having. Il a, he has, he is having. Elle a, she has, she is having. On a, one has, one is having. Now, outside of the boot, remember the boot? Outside of the boot, it acts like a regular ER verb. Nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Nous avons, we have, we are having. Vous avez, you have, you are having, y'all have, y'all are having. Ils ont, they have, guys or guys and girls. Elles ont, they have feminine, or they are having. So this is your conjugation of avoir, which means to have. It is an irregular IR verb. And avoir is a verb that you will use for a lot of expressions, so good luck. Bonne chance. Now, the other thing that I do need to tell you about is that in French, the word on is used very often for the general term. Like in English, or in American English, we will say they. Like, they decided eating margarine isn't a good idea. Well, we all knew this, right? But they, whoever they is, all right? We use the word they. But in French, they would use the word on to say, to talk about people in general. So, on y va, you saw this in your last chapter. On y va, they're using it to say, shall we go? Literally, it means one goes there. One goes there. On y va. One goes there. But on is the way you talk about people in general. So on déteste vendredi. One hates Fridays. All right. In general, people hate Fridays. On déteste le vendredi. All right. One hates the Fridays. So this is your conjugation of avoir. Very useful. Bonne chance.